NBA just delivered a comedy classic, from players brawling to sneaky assassination attempts at the refs.
It was an extremely entertaining week in the NBA this past week, so I hope you brought snacks because the party starts now. From players fighting to covert attempts to kill the referees, the NBA just produced a comedy masterpiece. We are here with the NBA Week 16 recap. Chapter 1, Saturday Night. From the glittering stage to the hard-fought matches on the court, Saturday night was truly amusing. The funniest man in the NBA, Josh Hart, reminded us that he is actually a stand-up comedian by showing us how adorable and content he is while impersonating a ball player on the side. It was an incredible start for Saturday night in the NBA. James drives the lane, earns a foul, and crashes into LeBron James' first free throw attempt. Classic Josh, keeping things light even in the face of heat. Speaking of heat, Anthony Davis was a defensive monster who swatted shots left and right and created havoc on the court. LeBron, in the meantime, has made it his goal to prove to us that he is not particularly elderly, but rather exceptionally talented. The Lakers upset the Knicks by 8 points despite being 2-point favorites, and fans must be tearing their hair off at what their team can accomplish when it comes to playing with that mentality. In Atlanta, however, we witnessed Steph pressing the superstar call button to force the referee to sound the alarm. Curry enters the game, grabs the rebound, makes a little contact, he could only show a little bit too, complains, and the crowd responds accordingly. But Curry had a legendary game, joining Kobe Bryant as the only player in NBA history to drop 60 or more points at the age of 35. The fact that the Splash Brothers combined for 70 points was even more astounding than Steph's 60 points. Not only has Klay been the most self-centered player in the league this year, but he has also been more of a drip than a splash, which only serves to exacerbate his general selfishness. But with 35 points and 6 assists, Trae Young stole Steph's thunder to help the Hawks defeat the Golden State. It turns out dropping 60 isn't a guaranteed win this season. Although the Hawks were favored by 2 but ultimately won by 7 points, things got exciting in Dallas right away. You have to hit 70 or higher to seal the deal. Thankfully, Luka was able to rejoin the game after nearly being taken out by the injury bug that was beginning to spread around the league at the beginning of it. Giannis was mercilessly bullying the Mavs' defense aside. The Bucks, who were ahead by 4 points, tightened the deal with a 12-point victory behind a spectacular performance from Dame and his running pal, who combined for a whopping 78 points, 9 rebounds, and 18 assists. But the most bizarre event of the evening happened in San Antonio. Everyone has heard of basketball block parties, but if you've ever played ball at the park, you've undoubtedly seen more elbow parties. The Cavs' big men wanted to remind everyone that they too exist in the same timeline, even though Victor has won the hearts of NBA fans all around the world. In addition to Jarrett Allen's 26 points and 16 rebounds, Evan Mobley finished with 28 points and 10 rebounds. The Cavs won by 16 points, covering their 14.5-point spread for their 13th victory in their previous 14 games. Chapter 2, Sunday Night. The association had a great time on Sunday. With 2 tributes to Bradley Beal from the Pacific Northwest, the evening got underway. It was Beal's no-trade clause that was holding the Wizard hostage prior to his request to be transferred to the Suns. Nevertheless, let's act as though that never happened. Witnessing the terribly depressing NBA garbage teams exhibit Stockholm Syndrome is heartbreaking. After a wild 16 of the 21 shooting performance, Beal showed his gratitude to the Wizards by scoring 43 points against them, while in the process mocking them after flashing a break of dunk. Although the Suns were favored by 11 and easily defeated the team by 28 points, the Boston celebration of Marcus Smart's homecoming was felt strongly by all, and for good reason. Despite having just 8 players available, the Grizzlies made a tremendous effort, but Tatum and the Celtics were able to capitalize, securing the easy victory. Chapter 3, Monday Night. In the dead of winter in Louisiana, Monday night's hoops in the association provided 41 humor, bravery, and scorching heat. Grand Theft Alvarado was occupied with stealing all kinds of things under the sun. Grady Dick, however, had the Pelicans commentary team present on the show prior to this. After a difficult start to his rookie season, Dick scored a season-high 22 points and made 4 threes. But Brandon Ingram was the game's most impressive player, with a season-high 41 points and an incredible 8 three-pointers. The man was unstoppable, no matter what the Raptors tried to stop him. The Pelicans, who were favored by 10.5, not only won, but also comfortably defeated the Raptors by 38 points. Unfortunately, in Cleveland, Max Strus was imitating Alvarado and Sabonis fell victim to a heist. Donovan Mitchell, meanwhile, appeared to be stuck until he did an Anthony Edwards. Except for Jaylen Brown, everyone has succeeded this year. After recording his 15th triple-double of the season, Sabonis tied Nikola Jokic. However, despite his valiant effort, the Cavaliers, who were up by 4.5, prevailed handsomely, winning 26 points to extend their winning run to 6 games and solidifying their status as the league's hottest team at the moment. Miles Briggs, meanwhile, was scoring a career-high 41 points. The Hornets were losing for the 8th time in a row after splitting with Terry Rozier, but rookie Brandon Miller was chipping in with 33 points of his own, including 5 3-pointers to add a little cherry on top. However, LBJ showed no mercy as he turned back time once more. While KD proved to be no slouch either, finishing with his unibrow triple-double to help the Lakers win their 3rd straight game, Philly's chances of making the playoffs appeared dim when we visited the city of brotherly love, particularly with Embiid sidelined. It would be nearly impossible to find offensive without him. After missing 6 games, Kyrie had an incredible comeback and helped Dallas win a vital game. Amidst the adrenaline-fueled chaos on the court on Tuesday, we witnessed some breathtaking moments. First, Scottie Barnes and Trae Young rightly won the final 2 All-Star places. It appears that Darko knew exactly what he was talking about. But on the occasion of Breen and Clyde's 25th anniversary of their commentary together, things in the Big Apple became even more sentimental. You must watch it. With a fantastic effort that included 27 points and 8 assists, Jalen Brunson would put the cherry on top of the evening before regrettably leaving the game with an ankle injury. However, the Knicks, who were favoured by 13.5 points, won by 10 points even without their greatest player. But in Chicago, the Block brothers and the Rebound King crossed paths, creating the ideal conditions for a triple tower dogfight beneath the rim. Unfortunately, in an attempt to boost his team's chances of winning, Alex Caruso sneakily targeted a second referee. But Kobe White took over the game in the second half, finishing with 33 points, so none of that was needed. The Bulls defeated the Wolves by a score of 6 points thanks to a combination of DeRozan's performance and his own, but Brooklyn finally drew the line in the sand by refusing to give Kyrie another tribute upon his return. However, as soon as the game started, Uncle Drew took off, shocking everyone. Chapter 5, Wednesday night. Jeremy Sochin was in full superhero mode when we arrived in Miami, soaring into the crowd for munchies and making out with people halfway through his shift. Wembanyama achieved the highest number of double-doubles of the season 25 among this season's rookie class. However, Jimmy Buckets won the contest, recording his first triple-double in more than 2 years, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, and 17 points. Chapter 6, Thursday night. In the association, Thursday night meant just one thing: pure, unadulterated basketball bliss. First of all, it was blissful to watch as Kobe Bryant was memorialized with a statue outside the Staples Center, sending us on an emotional rollercoaster. Robin Lopez chose to relax courtside while reading a bedtime story after being traded and waived in Milwaukee. Chapter 7, Friday night. If you believe that Friday nights were best spent relaxing with Netflix, think again. NBA play was the night's finest activity. It was all pure entertainment as things got going in Milwaukee, where the Pat Bev era was formally inaugurated. Things weren't looking good when we last saw Thanasis, but who the hell is this guy? That's all for now. See you with another exciting week in the NBA. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it entertaining, then don't forget to hit that like button below. And if you want to stay updated with more great content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel by clicking the red button and just ringing the notification bell so you never miss any future content from us. Your support means the world to us.